guys, today we're making some cinnamon vanilla crunchy garbanzo beans. I like to snack on garbanzo beans as a snack, and I normally just buy the bag of good bean, but you can make these at home and you can season them however you would like. I've also done a savory garbanzo bean if you use like garlic salt and chili powder and cayenne pepper and a little bit of sea salt. That's really good too. Today I'm making them sweet. I like to have sweet snacks for the weekends. So all you have to do is get a can of garbanzo beans or chickpeas, and you want to rinse them really well if you're using the can. You can also make them yourself if you want to buy dry garbanzo beans or chickpeas and soak them overnight. So if you're using a can, just make sure you rinse them really, really well and make sure they're dry. So in a bowl we have our garbanzo beans. I'm going to be using about a tablespoon of coconut oil. And you can use coconut oil or you can use olive oil, whichever you prefer. So we're just going to put that on our garbanzo beans. And I do have the oven preheating right now to 400 degrees. So you want to have it at 400. So I'm just going to kind of stir the coconut oil around on our garbanzo beans just to make sure they're fully coated. And then the next thing we're going to add is some sprinkle of cinnamon. Once they're on our baking sheet, then we'll go ahead and sprinkle some more cinnamon. But I'm going to sprinkle just a little bit so I can kind of coat them all together. These are a nice snack if you're running around on the weekend. You can put them in a little Ziploc baggie or a little container and just take them with you and have these as a snack just as you're running around, or even the weekdays when you're really busy and you're just like in and out of the house, or if you're at the office and sitting at the desk and you kind of have the munchies. These are something really good to munch on. So we're going to make them now and you'll have them ready for your week. So I'm just going to add a little dash of sea salt. So we want them kind of sweet and salty. And then I'm just going to use about a teaspoon of vanilla. So you just pour the vanilla right on top. Okay, and then we're just going to mix this all together. And then we're going to go ahead and lay these out on our baking sheet. And once they're laid out, I'm going to add just a little bit more of the cinnamon to them. Okay, so I think they're fully coated, so we'll go ahead and put these on our baking sheet. I have a baking sheet here lined with parchment paper, and you'll want to have just a piece of parchment paper lined, and just kind of spread these out. And then we're going to bake them in the oven for 45 minutes. And halfway through baking, you're going to want to flip them just so they don't burn. And you just want to check on them because you don't want them to be mushy, soggy. You want them to be really, really crispy. So I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit more cinnamon. You can add a little dash of stevia if you want some stevia to these, but I just like a little bit of salt and a little bit of cinnamon. It's perfect. So we're going to go ahead and put these in the oven for 45 minutes, and then I'm going to flip them halfway through, and then we'll just check on them to make sure they're crispy. Okay, our cinnamon vanilla garbanzo beans are out of the oven. They're completely crunchy now. And I only bake these for 35 minutes because at 400 my oven is already really, it cooks really fast. So I only did them for 35 minutes, and then I pulled them out, let them cool before I put them into this mason jar. So they're all cinnamon and vanilla and yummy, and they're crunchy. So these are really good to have as a snack. They're high in fiber, they're high in protein, so it's a nice snack to have. They're really good on top of salads if you want to put them on a salad. I'll post the recipe down below if you want the savory ones instead of the sweet ones. And that's using garlic powder, chili powder, and a little bit of cayenne pepper and some salt. So those are really good, but it's just a nice crunchy snack when you're craving something kind of crunchy or crispy, or replace croutons on a salad, whatever you would like. But they're really easy to make and they just take a little bit of prep time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!